turn yourself in.
Today at noon on Fox 8, a grandfather of 3 children killed in a fire pleads with his son to surrender to police. Good afternoon, I'm Liz Reyes. That fire in New Orleans East killed 2 boys, ages 8 and 3, and a 5-year-old girl. Andres Fuentes is live on America Street in the Plum Orchard neighborhood. Andres.
Liz, I've been here all morning long and talking to a lot of the family members that have come by, and they said the same thing. This is the worst day of their lives, and neighbors tell me the same thing as well. This is a traumatic day for them. They're never ever going to see the 3 children that used to play right here on this front lawn ever again. Now, according to the New Orleans Police Department, they are investigating this as a triple homicide, and they did tell us early this morning that they did get a 911 call from the mother of the 3 children as she was coming home from work. She told the police that the father of the children were threatening to burn down the house, and family members as well as neighbors all identify that father as Joseph Washington. Now, we also got surveillance video from a nearby neighbor which shows a man coming out of the home, down the steps and into a car, and then driving off as the back of the house starts to catch on fire. That's the surveillance video that police right now are looking into and trying to identify whether or not that is Joseph Washington. Now, according to the fire department, firefighters rushed to the scene as soon as they got word that there was a fire here on the block. And they found that neighbors were here rushing to the scene as well, trying to get as many children out as possible, because a lot of these neighbors are very close-knit. They knew that there were 3 children still inside. They did their best. Firefighters say that they found a 5-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy near the front door, looking like they were trying to open the front door actually to escape the flames. They were quickly removed from the homes. Some neighbors and some fire officials tried to do their best to resuscitate them. They rushed them to the hospital, and unfortunately that's where they died. As far as the 3-year-old boy, fire officials tell me that he was in the middle of the house, and it took firefighters longer to get inside because of the flames, and unfortunately he died on the scene. I spoke to the neighborhood association president, who really could not comprehend exactly what happened here. This tragedy struck her more than most. Take a listen.
I have children. And it's a terrible way to lose your children. Yep. And it's a terrible, you think you're leaving your family in the arms of the daddy that could do them some good justice. But look what happened. So something had to happen to him.
Now, neighbors in the area have been spending some time this morning trying to clean up some of the supplies and emergency equipment that firefighters and police have left behind, as well as you're looking a live look right now at some of the balloons that people in the community have left behind as well for the family right here. I got word that most of the family still right now in the hospital grieving this loss, and as we get more information about how they're doing, we'll be updating you on air and online, as well as the NOPD as they continue investigating this now triple homicide. But we also got word from Councilwoman Helena Moreno that the domestic violence vigil that will be happening outside of City Hall this afternoon, there will also be a portion dedicated to the 3 children who died here due to the fire. That all starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. But for now, reporting live here in New Orleans East, back to you, Liz.
And Andres, I got to ask you, as more people show up at that scene, how would you describe the mood there? Anger, heartache? What are you hearing from people as news spread of this horrific incident?
Like I said, for the families, for sure, family members that have trickled in, it's the worst day of their lives. A lot of these neighbors, I got word that a lot of these homes were built at the same time, and these neighbors moved in essentially at the same time. So they all knew each other for years and years and years. A lot of the children that they had grew up with the same 3 children here at the home. Speaking with some parents in the area, it hasn't really hit them yet. They were supposed to be on the school bus today heading to school, and now they're getting word that the children that they used to wave to every morning, the children that used to play with their own children, the children that they used to do celebrations with for holidays and things like that, they're no longer with us. So it's been a brutal awakening for a lot of the people that live here in the area.
Yeah, it's just devastating. Thanks a lot there, Andres, for your work all morning as well. Well, neighbors of the family say they were heartbroken over the news and angry over the senseless crime. The neighbor who gave us this ring camera video says she and her husband told firefighters there were children still inside when they first arrived. They also helped to perform CPR on 2 of the children. They were pulled out of the house. The neighbor, who did not wish to be identified, says she's known the 3 kids since they were born. She watched them grow over the years. She says she couldn't imagine losing her children in such a violent and senseless way.
This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. I just can't imagine being her right now and dealing with this, losing my children.
Now, we have reached out to the NOPD multiple times for more information on updates or a search for a suspect. So far, we've not heard back. If you do have any information on this, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers.